Hey there, welcome back. I hope you're doing very well today. And we are here for our logic lesson of the day, which is practice for lessons 1 through 15. And if you're watching this video, the last thing you learned at school with me was the letter G. So let's get into this here. We're going to start with our cards like we always do. Then we'll do sound drill, read some words, spell some words, and then we'll be done for the day. And this first card is the letter I just mentioned. It's a very important card for us to practice because it can be a little tricky, but you're doing very well with it. Okay. So first of all, let me ask you, what is this? Good, it's a letter. What's this letter's name? Its name is G. Very good. What sound do you make when you see the letter G? Please make sure you made the sound G. If you did not make the sound G, please practice it now. Say G. Now, we know that the letter G with its sound G has a few special rules. First of all, G is a consonant sound, which we've been practicing, remembering. And we know that just like the letter C, the letter G has a hard sound and a soft sound. Kind of follows the same rules. G is the hard sound for G, just like we learned the hard sound for C. What that means is also G is going to make that hard sound G before the vowels A, O, and U. It is the exact same as our rule for the hard sound for C, which you've been doing a great job with. So we want to remember that when we see a G before A, O, or U, it's going to make that hard sound G. All right, let's move on. You know this is a letter. What is its name? You're right, it's B. What sound do you make when you see the letter B? That's right, you say B, B, which is a voiced consonant sound. Here we go. We were just kind of talking about this letter, but now we see it on its own card. This is a letter. Its name is C. What sound do you make when you see the letter C? That's right, you say K. And we know, like we just talked about, K is a consonant sound. It's the hard sound for C, and C makes that hard sound before A, O, and U. Very good. Here we have the letter I. What sound do you make when you see I? Yep, that is right. It's I, and I is a short vowel sound. And here's our last card for the day. It's the letter H. Please make the sound you make when you see H. That's right, it's which is an unvoiced consonant sound. Now, my friends, get ready for sound drill. Have your whiteboard, marker, eraser ready so we can get started. I will make a sound. You show me one lowercase letter that makes that sound, and then we can move on to the next one. Okay, so we're going to start with our newest letter. So show me the letter that makes the sound G. G. This is our newest sound. It's a voiced consonant sound. You know this is the hard sound for this letter. And check it out. I hope you made our letter G. Remember, that's the hard sound G. And G makes its hard sound G before the vowels A, O, U. Hey, erase your G. Let's move on. Show me the letter that makes the sound B. B. Let's check it out. Check it out. Hopefully you made your letter B. And what I want you to do is check. Make sure your B is facing the same way as mine. If you made it backwards, that's a D, and I want you to fix it to a B, please. And let's move on. Show me the letter that makes the sound before A, O, and U. This is the hard sound for the letter. Hopefully you put the letter C. You can erase your C and show me the letter that makes the sound eh, eh. That's our short vowel sound for the letter I. I hope you had I. All right, erase. Last one. Show me the letter that makes the sound. That's right, you have the letter H. Now you can set your board to the side because we're going to move on to read some words. Now, our words today are going to focus on our new letter, which is the letter G. And you can see it at the beginning of our first word. We're going to practice with that hard sound, G. And remember, we can see G at the beginning or we can see it at the end of our CVC words. It's in both spots for our consonants, and we really, really want to practice with it today. So I'll do this one with you. Put your thumb up, and we can finger spell this word. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. G, A, T, got. So we hear that sound G at the beginning of got. We hear ah in the middle, that short O sound, and then T is saying T at the end, got. Now, here we go. We can see, like we said, we can see G at the end, and we can hear G at the end as well. So let's go ahead and practice this word. Put your thumb up, and let's do it. Rag, rag. The word rag has G at the end, and we can still hear that hard sound for G. Let's move on. Here we see it at the end again. So let's put your thumb up, finger spell, go ahead. Fig, fig. The word fig also has that G sound right at the end. Here we see it back at the beginning. Let's keep going. Practice with it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Gab, gab. The word gab has G at the beginning, and then it has our next newest sound, B, at the end, with short A, in the middle. Okay, last word that we'll read is right here. Put that thumb up, and let's do it. Ready, set, go. B-I-G, big. Here's our word big. Once again, G. Gotta practice that G. Remember, G makes the sound G. Okay, let's move on to some spelling words. I'm going to say a word. You can echo it back to me, finger spell it, write it on your board, and then we will check it together. Once again, these 3 words are all going to have a G sound either at the beginning or the end. So we want to make sure we're practicing writing our G's for that sound G. Now your first word is going to be the first word that we also read today, and that's fine. The word is got. So say got, finger spell, get it on your board, and then we'll check together. Okay, let's see how you did. Got is g, aw, got. We use G for that sound g, O for aw, and T for t, got. Great job. Fix any mistakes to get the word got correct on your board, and then you can erase it. Your next word, my friends, is the word bag. So say bag, finger spell, b-ag, and see if you can get it on your board. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out. At the beginning of bag, I hear the sound b for B. A is in the middle, so we use A. And there's our g sound at the end for G. B-ag, bag. Check out your B, make sure it's not flipped and looks like a D. If you need to fix it, go ahead. And make sure you have bag on your board spelled correctly. Let's move on to one more word. This is a new one. I want to see if you can get it. Your last word is the word hog. Say hog. Fingerspell hog, write it on your board, see if you got it. And here it is. Let's check. When I fingerspell hog, I hear og, hog. I have to use H for that sound. I use O for the sound aw, and G for g, hog. All right, that was fantastic practice especially with our newest letter G that is making the sound g, which is its hard sound, and we always definitely hear that hard sound before A, O, and U, and we can also hear it after the vowels too. So that was wonderful practice. I'm glad you were able to learn with me today, and we'll practice more at school together.